What is going on, pro wrestling fans? If this is your first time here, we are Squared Circle Speak. I am Ryan with my co host, the American Dragon, Nathan. And,
I have no words.
and we today are going to be talking All In 2024. We're going to be giving a little bit of predictions and a little preview for the show. We also, do some classic pay-per-view reviews. We do some top tens. We do some championship histories and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So here we are, 2024 All In, once again at Wembley Stadium in London, England, Sunday, August 25th. 9 matches on the main card, one pre-show match. The pre-show is 2 hours, so I assume there will be more pre-show matches.
We won't cover the pre-show.
It does have implications for All Out, but
Okay, well, we'll do one pre-show.
Statlander and Hathaway versus Nightingale and Ishii. Whoever wins chooses the stipulation of the match between Nightingale and Statlander at All Out. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be Nightingale and Ishii. I don't think they're going to have Hathaway beat Ishii. So there you go. That's the only pre-show match that is signed so far. So 9 matches. We have got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's kick it off with the coffin match for the AEW TNT Championship. Jack Perry defends against Darby Allin. Now, Darby Allin does have a world championship opportunity coming up at Grand Slam.
It is a coffin match. I feel like, the Elite are going to get involved probably or something. Jack Perry just created a new belt, like a new version of the TNT title. I don't feel like if he's going to create a new version of a belt that he's going to lose it the next time that it's shown. So for that reason, I'm saying Jack Perry's going to win.
Yeah.
Probably with shenanigans.
I would assume that would be the case. I don't think they're gonna have Darby Allin being a champion going into that match. You know what I mean? I don't see them having Darby Allin being a champion going into the world title match. I just that'd be weird. You know what I mean? To see. And so yeah, I'm with you. I feel like Darby Allin's gonna lose somehow. Whether the Elite get involved or somebody else gets involved or something, it's probably gonna happen. All right. The next matchup. Let's get one of these big clusterfuck matches out of the way.
All right.
The 4-way London ladder match for the AEW World Trios Championship. Now we are recording this before Collision, so we do not know who the fourth team is going to be. But it is the Patriarchy versus Bang Bang Gang versus House of Black versus the fourth team. Whoever wins a match on Collision will be in this match. So,
okay. I feel like it's got to be the Patriarchy, right?
I would assume so, but I mean, I can't see them going back to the Bang Bang Gang. They just had it. The House of Black just had it before them. And then whoever the fourth team isn't going to win, I don't think.
Right.
I feel like the Patriarchy is on a pretty good run with these belts. Christian Cage is doing great work, and so I would assume that they would win. I mean, I don't, they could throw it and they could have House of Black. I mean, they came back and they've been feuding with the Patriarchy a little bit, so I could see them maybe giving the House of Black the win. But in this match, I don't feel like that'd be good. I think if they had them beat them straight up in a 6-man tag, that'd be different.
Right.
But having win this match doesn't feel like the justification or whatever they need. So yeah, I'm with you. I think Patriarchy wins somehow. This is just going to be an insane match.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in one ring.
Yeah. That's going to be nuts. That's 12 people.
I mean, it's gonna be like those the TLC matches that we got,
Yeah, but this
and
is yeah, but that was only 3 teams of 2. This is 4 teams of 3. I don't know
yeah,
how you can come up with spots in that and let everybody shine when there's this many people in the match.
that one TLC where they had Rhino and stuff though that had extra people.
Yeah, I guess, but
It's kind of like
this
that.
is still an extra team on top of that, though.
Yeah, true.
I mean, this is 12 people. How are you going to have 12 people shine in this match?
I
Like,
don't think everybody's gonna get their spots in. That's what I say.
yeah, that's crazy. All right. One match I don't care about, so let's get this over with. The last chance match for the FTW Championship. Chris Jericho versus Hook. If Hook loses, he can never challenge for the FTW Championship. As long as Jericho's champion, we have seen this storyline so many times in wrestling where someone will put their thing on the line, and if they lose, they can never challenge for it again. And 9 times out of 10, that means they win the match. The only
Yes.
exception would be Cody Rhodes losing when he was in AEW, so he can never fight for the AEW championship.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, whoever it is the last chance will win, which means Hook's probably winning this match. No one cares. This is like the 5th time these two have wrestled. I don't think anyone gives a flying fuck about this match, about the FTW championship, anything.
No, I think that title needs to be retired.
It's not even, yeah, it's like it's not even a real title. It's just, this whole thing is just confusing to me, and I don't like anything about it. So it'll be another hardcore match, and they'll have spots and blah 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 blah. Samoa Joe probably comes back, helps Hook win, whatever. Who cares? That's what I gotta say. Let's do the TBS title because this is probably one of the highly anticipated matches on the show for the AEW TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné, the champion, with Camille defends against Britt Baker. Leading into this show on Dynamite this past week, Mercedes Moné was destroyed on the mic by Britt Baker.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen here. I mean, obviously, I think Monet wins, as she's still relatively new in the company. But the lead up to this, Britt Baker looks like $1 million. Um,
Agreed. I don't know why they've made. I mean, it's not really Monet's Britt Baker's fault. Like the crowd is just kind of. I think they're seeing holes in Monet's game here,
she's
and Monet's not. Well, I think Monet is just still because it's not WWE, because it's not she's not getting as many reps as she did in WWE, and I think that's affecting the way her promos are. I think it's affecting the way that some of the wrestling that she does. And so, yeah, I think the crowd's seeing it,
well,
and so they're gravitating towards Britt Baker
I think it's also WWE is so highly produced with their promos and stuff that made her look good.
and their
Um,
matches.
we're starting to realize what she does on her own when she's got like free reign, and it's not good. Um, Mercedes Moné is good, and I don't want to be a hater, but yeah, you are right. She has not been outstanding in AEW. She's been good. She had a really good match with Stephanie Vaquer at Forbidden Door, and she's had some other good matches. But yeah, the crowd is definitely going to be pulling for Britt Baker in this match. But I do feel like Mercedes is going to get the win. Um, but you never know. I mean, they have done quick title changes before. Tony Khan might see that the crowd's with Britt and may put the title on her, and Mercedes may move up for the world title.
Right.
So we'll see. This one could go 50-50. I'm going to put my money on Mercedes. I didn't even mean to make that pun, but I did. Um, but I would not be surprised if Britt Baker gets the win here.
I'm going with Baker. Because the way that they have all these other belts on their shows all the time, I'm sure even if Monet loses this match, You know,
Still the strong champion, so
yeah, he's still got that damn strong title, and she'll wear that and defend it on AEW. So
yeah. All right, let's go with the Casino Gauntlet. Winner of this match will get a future World Championship match. We do not know how many people are going to be in this match. Uh, it could end at any time, pinfall or submission. We do know the confirmed entrants are Orange Cassidy, who will be entering number 1, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Page, Evil Uno. Oh boy, way to put the star power there.
what has Evil Uno has not been on AEW TV
Yeah,
in like almost a year.
I don't know why he's confirmed to be in this fucking thing. And Roderick Strong are who's confirmed. Now, the big question, we do have some news that broke today that Ricochet has potentially signed a deal. Obviously, he would presume to be in this match.
Yeah,
But is there going to be more surprises? Could we see a Bobby Lashley or an MVP or Shelton Benjamin in this thing?
I don't know. I don't know. They could, but thing is, if you put some, I mean, the thing about this match that is unique, I will give AEW this. This match, you can have a lot of people in it, and you can also have a lot of people in it that don't have to get pinned. They don't get submitted.
They
They
don't
just
even get
aren't involved
eliminated.
in the finish.
Yeah, they don't even
So
get
the,
eliminated, period. They're not even thrown over the top rope or anything. So,
exactly. So they can look strong. They can beat up a bunch of people, get their moves in, do all this stuff, look the way, come off looking like a star and still not, get harmed by a loss. So they could be in it. Uh, but the winner of this gets a title shot. Darby Allin, doesn't he already have a title shot at Grand Slam?
yeah, so Darby Allin's got a title shot at Grand Slam. Brandon Danielson's getting a title shot on this show. And then we're also going to have the winner of this who also gets a future world title shot.
Okay, so
We're going to have 3 number 1 contenders at one fucking time.
all right. So with that being said, the winner of this is definitely not winning the belt because there ain't no way in hell. So it's got to be somebody that they don't care if they, lose. I'm gonna say, who is some of the first people you said?
Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Page, and Roderick Strong. And then Evil Uno are the ones that are confirmed.
I could. It would suck to have Adam Page win and then lose again, though.
Yeah, I don't think Page wins. I'm gonna go with Kyle O'Reilly.
Okay.
It's a
I
good
can see
guy
that one.
to. He's a good guy to put in a title match. Is believable that could win. And him and Swerve, if Swerve wins the main event, could put on a really good. I don't know when this match. That's the problem. Is this match gonna happen before Grand Slam, or is is the title match happening after Grand Slam? We don't know. So
It's probably going to be after, I would say.
I would assume. But so yeah, I'm gonna go with O'Reilly. I think he's a good guy to just kind of swing in there, or it could be a surprise. Like if Ricochet comes, I mean, they could have Ricochet win it immediately,
No,
but
I don't see that because, like I said, I don't think whoever wins this is going to win the belt. So I don't think you want. Well, it is AEW, but I wouldn't
I
want a
mean,
guy to come in and
that's
lose.
kind of how Switchblade came in.
Yeah,
So
that is true. That it could happen.
yeah, I don't know. This
I'm
is
going to say my pick is going to be Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe. Yeah, I mean, he's the ROH champion, so it makes sense.
I don't know if he's gotten any of those title shots.
I don't think he's gotten an AEW title shot, so that would be interesting. That'd be cool. I mean, again, there's plenty of people who aren't announced that could be in it. We don't know. There could be a lot of shockers, a lot of surprises. This match will be insane. Is this the one? This isn't the one where they have like the cards, is it?
No, no, Ryan. That's the battle royal. That's a battle royal.
They've got too many fucking matches that are freaking casino themed. I can't.
The gauntlet is the Royal Rumble pinfall submission, and then the battle royal is a battle royal.
But they come out one at a time, or is this still
Comes out one at a time, Ryan.
Okay. I'm just asking because they've got the other battle royal where they have 5 people at one time, and then that gets super confusing. All right. Three-way tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks finally will defend their tag team titles against FTR and the Acclaimed. Now, the Young Bucks have not defended their titles in a long time. So we're probably gonna get a title match. I assume they're gonna lose it here. Because reportedly they have like part-time contracts now. And I can't see them keeping the belts if they're not going to be around all the time.
Agreed.
But I don't know who between FTR or the Acclaimed. I kind of don't want to see the FTR as champions again because I feel like they're just going backwards within the division, and you need to prop this division up. I really don't want either of these teams to be champions. Honestly, I thought there could have been hope for one of the other newer teams or something to get a title shot. But
they should. I mean, as much as I do like the Acclaimed when they're good, and FTR for that reason, are decent too. But I feel like the way they've been booking them and the way that they've had their shots and they lost, I feel like we need to have somebody else step in. And you have all these teams that go for the ROH tag team titles for some reason, but never go for the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, you got these teams that just sit there, or the House of Black or anybody. So I don't know. I think the Acclaimed end up winning this match, and they get their rematch with the Bucks, and who knows what happens then.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It sucks. The AEW tag team division is. We thought. I mean, kind of both companies, WWE and AEW, both have really whacked the tag teams this year.
And they both still have the teams. They just don't book.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Acclaimed because I'd much rather see them get another title run, I guess, than FTR. But like I said, I was kind of hoping for some new blood to come into this tag team division and win the titles. But I guess we're stuck with these three teams. So
yeah,
I guess that's who runs the division. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna root for the Acclaimed.
The thing is, you say that, but it doesn't even feel that way because none of these guys, like FTR, is never on Dynamite. The Young Bucks don't wrestle that often. The Acclaimed haven't even been wrestling that often.
Yeah.
So the three teams that are going for these belts don't even feel like they're running the division because they're never on TV.
Yeah, that's what's very confusing about this. It's these three teams, and they hardly ever I mean, they've been interacting a little bit, but not really.
Yeah,
and it's like they're another one more wrestling that often, so it's like I'm not too excited about this match because it's like I haven't done a very good job of building this up and making me excited for it. So
exactly.
Another match that I don't know about this one. We got the AEW American Championship, MJF versus Will Ospreay. I was very critical of them doing an hour on TV because I knew it was going to lead to a rematch at a pay-per-view, and I don't know how you top that match here. And I was very critical about doing that. They did it, so we'll see if MJF and Will Ospreay can. I'm sure they're not going to go an hour, but I don't know how you can. I don't know why you would do that match first. You'd make them go an hour first, and then follow it up with a pay-per-view match. I just don't. That seems backwards to me, but
right.
This should be a good match. If this was WWE, I would say Will Ospreay's losing.
Yeah.
But it's AEW. It's in London. He has to. I mean, but again, he's also one of the most over guys in the company. So, like, wouldn't you want him to eventually move up to the world title? So,
I know.
but MJF's also a guy who could go for the world title.
Exactly. This is the problem with AEW, man. Is they make it. A lot of these guys, the way they have it booked is they're all on this level playing field where any of them can win the belt, and there's no real. You don't see a lot of divisions, and so you have this to where it's like this. And the thing is, he just made that the American Championship, right? He just did that. I mean, I get it as just a gimmick, and they could have it go right back, but it just feels like to me that MJF might hold this for a little bit,
Yeah.
and Roderick Strong's gonna, or I mean, Will Ospreay will move on, but I just don't know what he's gonna move on to because there's so many people going for the freaking world title. Like if Ryan Danielson wins this match and becomes a champion, and if he is on his way out, is he just going to give it up and then have a turn? And because, or is he going to just defend it one time against Darby Allin and lose?
Yeah, I know.
And then you have Darby Allin as the champion. I don't see them having Will Ospreay beat Darby Allin because that's their baby.
Yeah, they're booking themselves in a weird spot here with the world title and with all the titles, really, because like
What they'll probably do is what they always do, and it'll be a slow burn, and Will Ospreay will just not even act like he wants the belt for a long time, and then I don't want to see that either.
yeah. But I'm with you. Like this American title, it would be very I mean, I could see him losing it. It would be on par for, I guess, his gimmick or whatever. But seems weird to just waste all that time and money and all that to make a new championship just for him to turn around and lose it right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to me, MJF, I think wins. And then but I don't know who he goes next, and I don't know where Ospreay goes after that either. Because, like I said, you got Darby Allin with a title shot. Then whoever wins the Casino Gauntlet after that has a title shot, and then you have, so we got challengers lined up for the world title for a while.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what Ospreay would do after this. So
Very good question.
very interesting match here between these two. Another very interesting match, the AEW Women's World Championship. Tony Storm versus Mariah May, the former friends, now enemies. This is probably of most of the matches. This is probably one of the most that I've actually super into, just due to the story itself and the way they built this over the long haul. This is probably the best story going into this show. I am extremely excited about this match. I think this could be a great women's match, and just the story behind it is great. And I think they built this up to a point where everyone wants to see it. Mariah May just turned heel, which in turn turned Tony Storm face, which was nicely well done.
So here's the deal. Two things. One, I don't know if they should. I mean, are they going to have Mariah May beat her?
If not her, then who though? Because like she's beat everybody.
Yeah.
Unless Monet would lose to Baker and then she beats her.
Yeah.
But that feels like just that. I don't know about that. I think Mariah May beats her. I think it's time you put Mariah May. She's only 26, and Tony Storm's only 28 for that matter. But Mariah May, I think it's her time. She has done great character work throughout this year. She's gotten way better in the ring, and I think it's her home country. It should be a good moment for her to beat Tony Storm, and then, I don't know. Again, with the AEW, don't know what happens to Tony Storm after this. She could fall off for a while, but I think you have to go with May. I think Storm has beaten everybody else, and if you have Storm beat May, then I don't know where you go for. Why I don't know who beats her then. Because she's kind of beaten everybody that's come into the company, and she's other than Monet. But I think Monet is going to keep the TBS championship. So I think May beats her. Storm maybe goes away for a little bit. I don't know what they do with her. Maybe she gets repackaged again. But this is the one, like, of all the matches, this is probably the one I'm most looking forward to from a story standpoint, not a wrestling standpoint, because Swerve and Danielson's going to tear the house down. But
yeah,
Storm and May, just the story behind it, this match should be great. And I'm really looking forward to, hopefully they pull the trigger on Mariah May. Let her beat Storm, give her the moment, and if she doesn't work out, then you can always just go with somebody else. I mean, that's wrestling. But I think you gotta pull the trigger eventually on someone beating Tony Storm. I mean, Tony Storm's been champion for how long has she been champion now?
It's been a while.
She has been champion since 2000 November 18th, 2023. She's been champion for 275 days. I think
Right.
it's time. That's
Definitely time.
I mean, that's the longest reign since Sheeta or Britt Baker had a long reign too. So I think it's time. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do, though. I mean, you never know. In this kind of story, the face sometimes wins because the heel turned on him and the face is kind of. But we'll see. All right, and of course, the main event of the evening: Swerve Strickland defending the AEW World Championship against Bryan Danielson. This is title versus career. Bryan Danielson has said he will retire if he loses. In real life, Bryan Danielson is not under an AEW contract right now. So that's a wrinkle in this. But I firmly believe this is Bryan Danielson's last match. I think he is starting to realize he can't do this anymore at the level he wants to do it. And I think he's going to go out on a high note with the best match he can have with Swerve Strickland. And I think Danielson is done after this.
I understand. I kind of understand Bryan Danielson's last match being Swerve because they're both from Washington or whatever, whatever. But at the same time, it's his last match.
It is very weird to do, yeah. It's
So,
very.
Is it his last match? I don't know.
And the thing is, it's not like Bryan Danielson's the type of guy that's going to leave the company as champion. So like you don't have to worry about that. But it'd be super weird to put your world title on a guy who's on a handshake deal with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Bryan Danielson has come out and said that he's going to stick around with AEW and help out any way he can. So obviously he's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to go back to WWE.
Right.
But like it's still weird, right? To put your world title on a guy who's technically not under contract with you.
Unless, like I said, he's gonna win it. Like they're doing this Washington thing where he could beat Swerve from Washington and then maybe lose it to Darby Allin from Washington.
In
I
New
don't know.
York. If that
I
match
don't know.
see, isn't their next pay-per-view in fucking Washington though? Other than All Out's in Chicago, but then they do Wrestle Dream, which is in Chicago, in Washington. So, but that's not till October. Like I don't know if Daniel Bryan would hold it. Would still be a October.
See, that's where Darby Allin will be champion going into that.
Yeah, because he'll win it in New York, and then I don't know, man. All I know is this is very confusing. Should be a great match, and I expect these two to tear the house down, obviously. But I think Swerve beats him. Swerve drops it to Allen, I would say. Even though I don't really want that, but I think that's the direction we're heading.
It could be.
But I mean, if Danielson beats him, I guess he could hold it till only have one defense and have like a 2-week reign. Because I don't even know when
Grand
Slam is. But I know it's not too far away, isn't it? It's only a couple weeks away, right? I know All In or All Out in 2 weeks, and then Grand Slam is September 25th. So we got a little bit. So it's a month away.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm saying I'm still gonna go with Bryan.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go with Swerve. I think we're gonna disagree on this one. I think I'm gonna go Swerve. Gonna keep it here. He's been a great champion. I think you keep it on, but unless Danielson's agreeing, again, Tony Khan's a guy who, because Sting retired and kept the title, so he's a guy that does that. He could retire anyway, even though that would make this whole title versus career stipulation pointless.
Yeah,
he's gonna retire if he wins. I'd be kind of
agreed.
So this show should be good. Strap in because I assume this will be at least 4 hours.
Yep,
if not longer. but it's
Yeah.
in the afternoon, so it won't be too bad because it's in London. So
All
it
right,
won't be
good point.
it won't be going over at midnight.
All right.
So expecting a good show. We will have our reactions to this show probably next Wednesday, after we do our WWE and AEW weekend review. And so then we'll have our reactions and review of this show next Wednesday, and then next Friday we will have our WWE Bash in Berlin preview. So
All right. So if you like these prediction videos, hit the like button, subscribe to hear more prediction videos, and hit the notification bell so you know when we're gonna upload some more notification bells, and we'll see you on the next one.
yeah, and make sure to leave a comment about anything you want us to do or anything you'd like us to talk about or whatever. Any sort of topic, we always like reading and doing your comments. So yeah, we'll see you next week on Squared Circle Speak.